Afternoon. Good afternoon, everybody. And here at the Powder Puff traditional game between Canton and Stoughton, Nick Flaherty on the call in this beautiful stadium as this old rivals are reacquainted on this Wednesday afternoon before Thanksgiving. Thank you to everyone who is spending the couple of hours with us here as we're about to get underway. And it looks like Canton will kick off from left to right. And it looks like we'll get started in just momentarily. Hope everybody will has a great Thanksgiving tomorrow. But first, a great tradition before we see the boys take on Stoughton at the home of the Bulldogs tomorrow at 10 a.m. on Canton Community Television as well. And we're about to get underway here. Looks like, let's see who's doing kickoff here. It looks, yep, Stoughton will kick off from right to left. Will kick into the sun. And refs getting ready. Canton with a couple of return girls down deep. And we are underway. And Canton on the return. As she will get out to about the around the 40-yard line as Stoughton's defense will and it looks like the Canton offense will get ready to go. At the 30. And Canton will do trips to the left and it's bobble on the snap. And Stoughton stuffs Canton at the line. Bit of a breakdown on the offensive line there, and Stoughton will stop them about at the line. And Berardi picked up about a yard and a half or two. Canton at the 27 after the run by Berardi. Canton will do trips to the right. It looks like in a high snap again. And there is a fumble, and Stoughton picks up the fumble on the high snap. And a bit of miscommunication there to start, and a rough start here for the Bulldogs. Let's see if, I believe, Canton recovered it. Yeah, Canton recovered it, but it was very, very close to a Stoughton recovery. Emma Cahill on the recovery. And it will. And Stoughton will start. And Canton retains possession for now, but not the best start. And a great start by the aggressive Stoughton defense. Third and 15 for the Bulldogs, a rough start. But Stoughton's D has come to play so far this afternoon. And we'll see what happens for Canton to get out of this 3rd and 15. We'll retry on 2nd down after a talk from the refs. And it looks like it will be A run to the left side for Canton. Berardi on the run, Gisela. And about it looks like it will be no gain on the play, trying to get to the outside run. No gain, and we will 2 running backs there on to the side of the quarterback. Trying to mix up the formations to start the game today, and it looks like it'll be 3rd and 15 or so, and Canton will run it to the left side, and they struggle to get to the outside. It looks like Cahill, I believe, on the carry there, and Stoughton's defensive line did a great job sniffing that one out, and there will be a 4th down for the Bulldogs. Fourth down for the Bulldogs. You have Sally Hoban as the quarterback, Gisela Berardi as the running back, Emma Cahill as the second running back. You have Chloe Gershuni and Kate Scheel as the 2 wide receivers. And Stoughton will get stopped. Canton will get stopped again on 4th and long. Julie Gilchrist and Paige Sullivan as your tight end. Emily Hales at left guard and now for the offensive line. Emily Hales at left guard, Ashley Kovner at left tackle, Ava McCool at center, Mia Murphy at right guard, McKenna Morris at right tackle. And for the red defense, and so the Black Knights will go on offense. And they have great field position after the Bulldogs struggled to establish the running game on that first possession. Had a couple of miscues from the offensive line, in addition to a couple of high snaps, and just couldn't really sustain a lot on that first possession. And Stoughton will hand it off, and they'll try to go to the outside. And Canton gets a fumble, and does it? They can't. It looks like, oh, they didn't get up on it. It looked like it from the celebration. But picked up a couple trying to, as Stoughton lowers the shoulder. And they get a 7-yard gain, so I guess it was Stoughton cheering. As they get a 7-yard gain as Stoughton lowers the shoulder there. And and an end around there for Stoughton, and it looks like Stoughton is going to the end zone. And little misdirection there. And they're doing it 49ers style now. And your Dolphins style with the end arounds and the trickery. And Stoughton takes the lead there. And it looks like, and there is no extra points after the touchdown, so the D of Canton will try to hold, and Stoughton will, and just as much, Stoughton will try to go up 8-0 here. A little bit of motion on the pre-snap. Once again, a little end around, a fake end around, it looks like, and let's see. Looks like no good. And Yaton gets the stop there, Sarah Catherine. Yaton gets the stop, and can hold 6-0. And on defense, and at halftime we'll get a little bit of these maybe. And on defense, it looks like we're getting started again. But Canton will get going again. That Bulldogs will get going again on the 30-yard line. And it will be, it looks like Stoughton will get a huge stop again. It looks like a bit of miscommunication on the offensive line there. And Sullivan on the run page. On the run, trying to get something there. Didn't get much on the run, and it actually was a 2-yard loss. So 2nd and 12 now. As the offense for Canton continues to have a rough day, and the defensive line for Stoughton continues to have a feast. Pun slightly intended. And a great run there from Canton to the outside. And that was a great run from Paige Sullivan to the outside, and their biggest play on offense of this game. It looks, yeah, they pick up 11 on 2nd and 12, so it will be 3rd and 1. 3rd and 1 now for the Bulldogs. 3rd and 1. It should be interesting to see the play call here. And Sullivan just got them an 11-yard carry, so you would think that Sullivan might get the football again right now. And we'll see what happens here. And looks like Hoban will snap it, and they will get the first down on the, or it looks like it's actually 4th down. Canton didn't get it. They tried to run to the outside. It looked like a little jet sweep type thing, or to the outside. And for Daphne Golden, did not get the first down there. It will be 4th. It will be 3rd and it'll be 4th and short, or 3rd. It will be 4th and 2 now, or 4th and long actually. And they will try to run to the outside again, and on 4th and 8, Sullivan trying to get to that, a similar type of run that she had on that big 2nd and 11, but Stoughton was ready to pull the flag. So Stoughton's football, and Canton continues to try to get things going. And for the defense, for the Canton Bulldogs. Sarah Yaton at linebacker. Charlotte Clive at linebacker. Hannah King at middle linebacker. Jada Morris at cornerback. Nishka Baduamanda at cornerback. Izzy Digirolamo at defensive end. Maggie Thibodeau at defensive end. Olivia Kozak at defensive tackle. Alyssa Nordgren and Ashley Kovner at defensive tackle. Lily Duong at safety and Maddie Wilson at safety. And then on defense, again, some more players. Addie Caracciolo at linebacker. Catherine Yaton at linebacker. Camilla Cutter and I think that's Abby Porter at linebacker. Caitlin Durham at cornerback. Megan Desmond at cornerback. Kaylee Brown and Lily McNeese at your two defensive end spots. I'm assuming left and right of the defensive line. Amy Murphy at D tackle. Diana Peters and Taylor Thomas also at defensive tackle. Christina Chernovas at defense. And Stone will take off again. And it is touchdown Stoughton. And just Canton completely unprepared at the second level there. And Stoughton rumbles to the end zone. And Lana Nguyen at safety. And Kenzie Bennett at safety. And in the kicking and receiving game in special teams, and we'll do special teams after this 2-point conversion attempt, but complete miscommunication at the second level for the Canton Bulldogs. And Stoughton will go for it on the 2-point conversion. And it looks like a bit of a half-back toss. And it will be 2-point conversion good for Stoughton. And Stoughton extends their lead to 14-0. So we'll get to see. So on kickoff for the Bulldogs, Daphne Golden, Kate Durham, Maggie Thibodeau, Kate Shield, Julie Gilchrist, Gisela Berardi, Izzy Digi, Abby Porter, Maddie Wilson, Jasmine Finland, and Jada Morris. And then in the receiving game on special teams, and Gisela's the kicker. And on receiving game on special teams, we have Sarah Yaton, Camilla Cutter, Chloe Gershuni, Ashley Kovner, Diana Peters, Kenzie Bennett, Jessica Hooten, Paige Sullivan, Hannah King, Sally Hoban, and Amy Murphy. And those are your starters for the Canton Bulldogs. But the majority of the senior classes in this game, whether on the field or cheering them on the sideline. And Canton will have to get extra loud on the sideline as the Bulldog girls find themselves in a 14-0 hole as Canton will run to the outside. And it looks like Cahill on the tackle to the outside. And we'll see what happens here on 2nd and 1, or second. Oh, it will be a first down. And really good, really solid run to start this next possession for the Canton Bulldogs. Like we said, already in a 14-0 hole here with about 8 minutes and 45 seconds left in the first half. On this day before Thanksgiving, always a great tradition for the senior girls. And high snap, but Hoban recovers and she runs to the outside. And Hoban keeps going. And Hoban will go in. It looks like short of the end zone. Touchdown Bulldogs. Touchdown Dogs on the quarterback keeper from Hoban, from Sally Hoban. And the Bulldogs get a much needed response from this early Black Knight domination. and it looks like there was a penalty on the play for the Bulldogs, but they will be set up at around midfield. And Sally stepped out of bounds, and a huge missed opportunity for the Bulldogs, but we'll see what happens here. And Canton will rumble down the sideline. And it is Berardi on that run there. Continue the run to the near sideline, and that's been a great game plan for the Canton Bulldogs. Haven't been that many dropbacks by the quarterbacks this afternoon, but you would think that as this game gets further along, we would more than likely see a couple of those. And an 8-yard gain for the Bulldogs. And Campbell set up at Stoughton's 32-yard line, 2nd and short. And Canton will rumble to the looks like to the 15-yard line or so. The running lanes have been wide open for both sides. Defensive lines not wreaking that much havoc in there on the play. And Cahill on that great run, and Canton really starting to have probably by far their most productive drive of the afternoon. Yeah, right at the 15-yard line, high snap, and Canton will run to the outside, try to find room, and and Maher there on the tackle on Berardi. And it's 2nd and 11 now. Yeah, great closing speed by Stoughton there on a loss of one. On a loss of one there. And Stoughton will have it at midfield. Stoughton will get a modest gain on that play. Looks like Canton will take a timeout to try to get one more. And King with the tackle for the Bulldogs. And great start for Stoughton, but Canton takes a methodical drive to cut it within 6. And touchdown for Sally Hoban. And actually a couple of really big plays for Sally Hoban on that drive. Been a fairly even matchup thus far on the night before Thanksgiving. And we hit the 2-minute warning of the first half. I believe it's 2 25-minute halves in this game. And 2nd and 4, and they'll try to run to the inside again on the end around, and Stone doesn't get much there. Nice job by the Bulldogs of keeping that, of holding them there. And now it's fourth. Now it's fourth down. Now it's 4th and 4 for the Bulldogs. Great opportunity to get off the field after the fumble. Makes it makes the ball stay at the 40 where it was. And Stoughton will run to the outside again. And Stoughton will pick up the first down. It looks like. And Clive makes the drive-stopping tackle, and the Bulldogs will get back on the field. And Charlotte Clive giving the Bulldogs a chance to get a touchdown before the end of this first half. And Canton will get a huge run there, but a nice pull, flag pull. And it'll go right down, great downhill running from the Bulldogs there. And Sullivan once again with another great run. And they'll go no huddle. And timeout for the Bulldogs. And we all saw what Pat Mahomes could do with 13 seconds. So let's see what the Canton girls can do with 13 seconds on the clock. And Canton will get the ball back at around just before midfield. And there'll be a handoff there to the out. It looks like a quarterback, Hoban on the quarterback keeper there. And we will go to the end of the first half. And that will be halftime here at Stoughton High School. And Stoughton will get the first offensive possession of the second half. And they'll get ready for their halftime talk. And the cheerleaders will cheer. some members of the football team are doing cheer routines. Bit part of the Powder Puff tradition. It looks like they're going to perform to a song when they're ready to go. We still have about 8 minutes left in this halftime. Good performance from the Stoughton cheerleaders. Stoughton Canton. Stoughton Canton will close the football slate for the boys tomorrow at 10. 10 in the morning at our very own Veterans Memorial Field in Canton, Mass. And we'll see you guys there, I'm sure. See some of our viewers. 98th meeting, and 2026, 100 years will be in a few, in a couple of years here. But first we'll get to 98 and 99 first. And Stoughton struggling a little bit coming in. Canton also had a pretty good year, so see what happens. But on Thanksgiving, again, anything. Stoughton's 1-10, and Canton is 6-3, I believe. 7-3. So, 6-4. Excuse me, 6-4. So, should be fun. It's always fun when they get together, and we'll have some turkey after. But 10 o'clock is when the real fun starts, and then we'll do our normal Thanksgiving things with our families. But you know, no better way to start the day than at Veterans Memorial Field tomorrow at 10 in the morning. Going to be a bit of a downpour from what I'm hearing. Going to be a bit of a downpour, but I'm sure a lot of people will still come out for it. And I believe it's being live streamed tomorrow. And we are just moments away, about 3 minutes away or so, from starting the second half. A 14-8 Stoughton Black Knight lead, but Canton gained a little bit of momentum at the end of the first half, especially in the power running game, and overcame a couple of miscues early on to get the job done to get the job done for the rest of the first half. For Stoughton, it was very easy for them. They had a great running game in the first half. They really marched down the field, and it was Canton's defensive aggression that stopped Stoughton from going up even more. I mean, they were driving up and down the field for most of the game. So we'll see what Canton can do, and we'll see if Stoughton can get the win here today. And we'll see what happens. So 2 minutes away now. And they will run out again to start the second half on kickoff for the Canton Bulldogs. Berardi kicks it away. And Stoughton will get it at midfield on the bounce. And Stoughton will get to the outside. And they'll get past the 30. They'll get past the 30. They'll get past the Canton 35-yard line. And Canton's defense already backed up a little bit to start the second half. But Stoughton has the opportunity to get some points here after a great return. They got a very favorable bounce. And they will set up at the Canton 35-yard line. Stoughton will get their first offensive possession of the second half underway right here. Oh, excuse me, on Stoughton zone 43. So the flag got pulled a little earlier than we initially thought it did. 24-16 left in the second half. And Stoughton will hand off. And a great run there from the Black Knights. And they're gashing the Canton defense up in the running game today. For about 10 yards there. And Canton's doing the same. I mean, it's been pretty much all in the running game today. Not much passing at all. Like barely even the quarterbacks are barely even dropping back, to be honest. Second and short after a 9-yard gain. They moved it. It looked like a 9-yard gain. And Stoughton in motion, and they'll do another end around handoff, and they get a lot of yards once again. And it looks like they'll be stopped at around the 30-ish, around the 30. A little further behind, but Stoughton's doing really good on the end around. And Stoughton will set up at around the, and they'll set up at the Bulldogs' 35-yard line. And they'll do a bit of a Statue of Liberty play. And once again, they'll go right up the left sideline on a bit of a Statue of Liberty trick play. And Stoughton picks up another 9 yards on the trickery. And it will be a quarterback keeper and a touchdown for Stoughton. And it is a touchdown for Stoughton on the quarterback keeper. Quarterback kept it on the RPO. And Stoughton the Knights continuing to have their way with the Bulldogs. And once again on the Statue of Liberty play, they will run to the inside for the 2-point conversion, and it is 22-8 for the Stoughton Black Knights. Been a tough day at the office for the Canton girls, but they've had a couple of good drives, but Stoughton's just really had their way for the most part. In terms of like like the running game and consistency. But anyone's game still 20 minutes to go as the Bulldogs will get set up. With just under 20 minutes to go in the 2024 Powder Puff Classic, the Powder Puff Classic between Canton and Stoughton. 22-8, Stoughton. Another high snap, and Hoban will take it herself, but Stoughton's able to stop it, or it looked like it might have been a pitch, but Stoughton's able to stop it way in the backfield. And Canton stuck in Canton with their Canton stuck in park for another drive, and 3rd and 23 for the Canton Bulldogs, and yep. And it looks like a pulled behind the line of scrimmage. So that'll be it. That'll be it. And they got a very short gain on the run play there. And the Bulldogs continue to struggle, and the Stoughton defense continues to have a field day. And it looks like in a 4th and 22, haven't been able to get much going since the touchdown drive. 4th and 22 now. And since the ball was fumbled at around the 20-yard line, Stoughton will get another offensive possession. Very long day for the Bulldogs, but Stoughton's been able to capitalize on that very well, and Stoughton leads at 22-8. Black Knights will set up shop at around the 25, it looks like. A little further along, 22-ish. On the 11, oh wow. Oh yeah. Sorry about that. Yeah, they got way up at the Canton 11. Black Knights, excuse me. And a yard there for the Black Knights. 2 yards. Canton will get off the snap quickly, and Stoughton gets a pretty decent gain there. They're on the quarterback keeper. And Caitlin Driscoll on the run. Hannah King with a couple of tackles. Middle linebacker instincts from Hannah King. And it looks like Stoughton will have a chance. 3rd and 1. 3rd and inches at the 1. And it'll be touchdown Stoughton. And touchdown for Stoughton. And now it is 28-8 for the Black Knights. And Driscoll with another quarterback keeper to make this a 20-point Stoughton Black Knights advantage. And they will get it out on the screen pass, on the bubble screen. They'll do a bubble screen. And Stoughton will make it 30-8. 30-8 Stoughton on the bubble screen to the right side. And this one will be a tough hill to climb now for Canton. Always all in good fun. And a pre-snap penalty for the Bulldogs, it looks like. Oh, it is offsides on Stoughton. And Canton with a much-needed break there. Canton will try to get it to the inside. And Sullivan on the run there. Canton trying to bounce that to the looks like to the left side. Third and 9 for the Bulldogs. Stoughton comes up with another stop. And Sullivan on the carry there. It looks like they might have gotten the first down. Let's see, or fourth and short at least. Fourth down. Fourth and 5 now. Both teams break the huddle. The neutral zone infraction there for Stoughton, looks like. Offside. Great run there for the Bulldogs. And Sullivan with another powerful run. And Sullivan continues her strong showing here at this Powder Puff game. And another great run. It looks like Sullivan again. Oh, Daphne Golden. Looks like a stoppage of play here, but we'll be back underway momentarily. And Hoban will run to the right side, and they'll get some decent yardage there. Actually doesn't look like not much of a gain there. Hoban with another quarterback keeper. It looks like Sullivan actually on the running back to the on the rumble down the left sideline. And 4th and long for the Bulldogs. Probably their last chance to stay in this. And for all intents, the game's over for all intents and purposes if Canton doesn't pick this up, and it does not look like they will. And it will be Stoughton's football by the looks of it. And for Stoughton just moments away from their victory here. Another Statue of Liberty, and Stoughton's able to get out of the backfield and get a huge gain out of it. And Marcy getting out of the backfield on that Statue of Liberty. One of those classic backwards then forwards plays. And it'll be first down for the Black Knights. And there'll also be a penalty on the play. And the Bulldogs are are hit with a 10-yard penalty after the fact. So high snap, and it looks like it'll be about a direct snap, and Canton's able to get Stoughton down and get them to a short gain. It looks like Stoughton will win this Powder Puff Classic. Just a few minutes left to go. And we will have, and Canton stops them with the loss of 3 yards. And it is a fumble, so loss of down at the spot of the foul, of the fumble, excuse me, 3 yards or 4 yards. It looks like Canton might have a chance at one more possession to close out this game. If Stoughton does not get this first down, and on the end around, Stoughton gets out of there, and it looks like they will not get it, but a decent idea there, a decent run. And if Stoughton gets the first down, Stoughton will continue their drive, and if Canton stops them, Canton will have probably their last chance to hold the ball, their last possession of the game. It'll be 4th down and 10 here. We'll pick up a 7 on that previous run, and it will go on a QB keeper, and it will be Canton's football. It will be Canton's football as we wind down the rest of this game. Stoughton was just the much more consistent team here tonight, this afternoon, and they were just able to establish the run game more. Didn't have as many offensive line miscues. Didn't have as many like high snaps, played a lot more aggressive defensively. So this was just a fairly resounding victory for the Stoughton Black Knights. But as we always say, it's all in good fun, great tradition. And the girls had Canton did have a couple of good drives to about midfield, one or two to midfield, and of course they did have the touchdown to make it 14-8. But since then, it's been pretty much it has gone pretty much all in favor of the home side. And we're in the 2-minute warning now. Canton with what will be probably their last time holding the ball. And they will go to their huddles for the last few moments of this game before we play those out. And we write a new chapter in the book for the senior class. And the Black Knights jump offside once again. Canton will have it near field. Hoban gets the snap, and they will finally draw it back. That pass is incomplete. And Canton will get some running room again, but not much for Cahill there. Derby on the tackle there. Derby on the tackle for Stoughton. And we will have just a few moments left here. And 3rd and 5 now, minute and 25 to go. Canton won't get much there, but there was a little bit downhill there, as the time will continue to run, or it does actually stop right now for 1 minute and 21 seconds left in the game. And that was 4th down, so the Black Knights will take over and will seal a resounding victory over the Canton Bulldogs. And always fun, but definitely this time was a one-sided affair. And another quarterback keeper there for Canton, and the time continues to tick. As we are under a minute to go in this year's Powder Puff game. Wasn't Canton's day today, but certainly was Stoughton's. Not much more to say beyond that. And we'll see what happens tomorrow. Hopefully we can have a good, solid fight against Stoughton, and we can have a great game. And it looks like that will do it for all intensive purposes, as Stoughton beats Canton 30-8. Oh, it looks like we will have one more play on a clock stoppage, but nearing the finish here. And Stoughton Quarterback keeper for the touchdown. And 36-8 now in favor of the Stoughton Black Knights. And Stoughton will get the 2-point conversion once again on the Statue of Liberty play. 30-point game now with 12 seconds to go. We'll see what Canton has drawn up on this last play of the game. Hoban drops back one more time. Hail Mary down the field, and touchdown Bulldogs! And wow, and Sullivan. And it was a trick play where Hoban slipped by the second level of the defense for the touchdown. Paige Sullivan responsible for throwing that touchdown, and that puts a cherry on top of what was an up and down affair for the Bulldogs. But that'll make them smile at the end of the game. But 38-14 Stoughton as we are closing out the 2024 Powder Puff game. Nick Flaherty saying so long. And that will close it out. We're off. Are we off? Are we off? You did so good. Thank you. Thanks to you. It was good to see you again. Yeah. See you I'll be back in January, I think. January, I think. Late. No, probably before Christmas, because then football will be over. Yeah, so probably like a couple weeks or so. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. Always good to be back.